No one wanted to live in her and take care of her anymore. Now it was not so quiet and peaceful at night. Now the lights of the city were bright and very close, and the street lights shone all night. The little house missed the field of daisies and the apple trees dancing in the moonlight. Pretty soon there...
It's mean to just make a city around a little house.
You think so?
Yeah.
That poor house, huh? She's getting all
It's
crowded, yeah.
We have a house like that.
We do?
Yeah. Don't we?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. A sweet, happy house. Our house is like that.
They shouldn't put us in the middle of 4 buildings.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep reading and see what happens, okay? Pretty soon there were trolley cars going back and forth in front of the little house. All day and part of the night. Everyone seemed to be very busy, and everyone seemed to be in a hurry.
He's running.
Yeah, he's running. Pretty soon there was an elevated train going back and forth above the little house. The air was filled with dust and smoke. Now she couldn't tell when spring came, or summer, or fall, or winter. It all seemed about the same. She couldn't even tell the seasons anymore.
But what year did it seem like?
What year did it seem like?
Yeah, every day. Every year.
This year seemed like probably 1950, because that looks like a Model T car. I wonder if they had trains in 1950. Probably did, right?
We don't have things like that.
Ours are a little different. More modern, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty soon there was a subway going back and forth underneath the little house. People were moving faster and faster. No one noticed the little house anymore. No one noticed. They hurried by without a glance. Pretty soon they tore down the apartment houses and tenement houses around the little house. Pretty soon they started building up. They built up 25 stories on one side and 35 stories on another. Now the little house only saw the sun at noon, and didn't see the moon or the stars at all. And at night she used to dream of the country and the field of daisies and the apple trees dancing in the moonlight. The little house was very sad and lonely. Her windows were broken, and her shutters hung crookedly. She looked shabby, though she was just as good as a house as ever underneath.
Look.
Yeah.
The doors is clad with wood.
Oh, she looks sad, right? Yeah. Then one fine morning in the spring, along came the great-great-granddaughter of the man who built the little house so well. She saw the shabby little house, but she didn't hurry by. She said to her husband, "That looks like the little house my grandmother lived in when she was a little girl. Only
Where
that
is she? Up there?
Yep, that's her. Only that little house was way out in the country." They found out it was the very same house, so they went to the movers to see if the little house could be moved. The mover said, "Sure, this house is as good as ever. She's built so well we could move her anywhere." So they jacked up the little house and put her on wheels. Cool, right?
Yeah, but she's not perfect on her windows.
No, you think they'll fix her?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. At first the little house was frightened, but after she got used to it, she rather liked it. They rolled along the big road, and they rolled along the little roads until they were way out in the country. Finally, they saw a little hill in the middle of a field, and apple trees growing around. "There," said the great-great-granddaughter, "that's
so
just the place."
That?
Yep.
So it's like a squirrely road.
Yeah. And she said, "This is just the place." "Yes, it is. Yes, it is," said the little house to herself. The windows and shutters were fixed, and once again they painted her a lovely shade of pink. The little house smiled happily. Once again, she could watch the sun and the moon and the stars. Once again, she could watch the spring and summer and fall and winter come and go. Once again, she was lived in and taken care of. Is that good?
Yeah.
think they are?
That's the last page.
The stars twinkled above her. The new moon was coming up. It was spring, and all was quiet and peaceful in the country. The end.